easier to kind of take something that's already moving instead of trying to start something from scratch. There might be financing opportunities because of that. Once, obviously, seller financing, when you buy a business, you can get the seller to finance the acquisition, or you might be able to use the SBA loan to also finance the acquisition.
Well, I appreciate it. Startup Week 2023, backstage interviews with Cheez Media. I appreciate it. I've got Langston, one of the great corporate attorneys here in Los Angeles and doing work nationwide. Tell us a little bit about what you're up to.
Thank you. My name is Langston Tolbert. I'm a corporate attorney. I help entrepreneurs with various corporate matters. I particularly advise on securities. I have a background in M&A. I used to work at a big law firm in the M&A practice group as well as startup law.
Sure.
I do probably a lot of things I probably shouldn't be doing for my clients, but I'm the guy that you first come to, your legal liaison. When it comes to securities, I can take it the full way through, but I also can go about 5 feet deep in a 10-foot pool for you. So I can do employee onboarding, I can help you with commercial agreements, and I'm the person where if I think I can issue spot for you. So I know enough to know enough. I know that, hey, that's a tax issue. I might not know the answer, or I might know the answer, but hey, I know a guy who knows the answer. So yeah, that's what I do. Right now, I'm also on the business side because I got my law degree really as an excuse to have my own business.
Okay.
My parents are entrepreneurs as well. My dad's a real estate investor. When I was young, I used to always, drive around with him and look at like strip malls and want to own the strip mall and all the businesses in the strip mall. And the way he works his practice is, as a broker, he would broker deals until he saw a deal he loved, and then he would go in as a principal. So similar as an attorney, that's why I got my law degree. I like working with entrepreneurs. I like helping them with their businesses. And then when I see something I like, I want to go in with them on that business. So that's what I do, a little bit of everything, but my particular specialty is investments and M&A.
There we go. So let's talk a little bit more about that investments and M&A side.
Yeah.
So you have a search fund, as I understand, where you've kind of got that M&A twist going?
Yeah. So my business partner, Lou Tillman, who I think you interviewed earlier, who's also a client of mine. That's how we met originally. And I love his energy. He's a hustler, and I like working with those type of people.
Sure.
We recently partnered up to raise capital ourselves for minority investments and other acquisitions. So we partner with operators of businesses. We have this one guy right now that we work with who's rolling up a bunch of pet care facilities.
Okay.
And we're making minority investments, and our LPs are people from like the athletic space, entertainment space, who finally got the entrepreneurial bug. And we're just trying to make sure that they spend wisely instead of spending into companies that are not making money and are in industries that are not favorable. I've had to kill more than a few deals myself, which I know is not necessarily the lawyer's job, but I just can't see my clients take L's like that. So yeah.
That's right. Now, good legal advice sometimes is not the things you want to hear, but the things that you need to hear, right?
Right.
Now, in the case of M&A, since we're at Startup Starters Investment Week, why do you think that's a good strategy of way to start your business? Or do you think it is a startup type of mechanism?
I mean, I think in this, it's not math. There's no right or wrong. But I will say starting a business is something that's already running. So you also can potentially buy a mentor, someone to show you the ropes of how to scale a business or how to run their business. They already have, hopefully, recurring customers. So you're already buying a book of business. So it's easier to kind of take something that's already moving instead of trying to start something from scratch. I believe Reginald Lewis, are you familiar with Reginald Lewis?
Absolutely.
Because that was his strategy, just buying something rather than starting from scratch, just buying something that's already running. And also there might be financing opportunities because of that. Once, obviously, seller financing, when you buy a business, you can get the seller to finance the acquisition, or you might be able to use the SBA loan to also finance the acquisition. So it might just be an easier way for you to jumpstart your entrepreneurial journey rather than start from scratch. And yeah.
Excellent. Now, I didn't say it, but it might be easier, right? Kind of could be a shortcut by jumpstarting the negative cash flow, right?
Yes. As my dad used to say, other people's money, right.
Well, I tell you, My father says, if you're not making me money, you're costing me money. So,
my dad says, I paid all that money for you to go to school just for you to color. But yeah. but yeah.
Clearly, good advice from lawyers and dads alike, right? We appreciate that. So tell me, where can people reach you if they want to work with you? It sounds like you could be a great partner from general counsel standpoint, or if they're looking to invest into acquisition or search fund, how do they find Langston?
You can reach me at tolbert.legal. That's TOLBERT.legal. Also, you can just hit my line. I'll give out my number. Why not? 818-935-3465. Readily available. So just happy to work with entrepreneurs.
Well, we appreciate it. And that's official 818 California area code. So
yeah,
we appreciate you welcoming us home here. Startup Week 2023. Thanks for taking the time, Langston.
Thanks for having me.